I wasn't planning on solo mining Bitcoin, but I am now. What changed? I've been looking at the BitXs like this one here on AliExpress, so about 260 New Zealand dollars. And you compare that to like a lotto ticket. So if we go over to Lotto, we can see sort of a mid-range entry-level lotto ticket. It's about $12 a week. Sorry, $12 a draw. So they have two draws a week. So if we take two draws, $12 multiplied two draws in 52 weeks, that would cost $1,250 for a whole year of lottery tickets. And then look at the odds of winning Lotto and Powerball, 1 in 38 million. So it's minuscule. And then I go back and look at things like this Gamma here, and I see it's got 1.2 terahash a second. And I head across to SoloLuck to work out my odds, and I put in 1.2 terahash a second. And it shows I've got one chance in 14,000 each year of solving a Bitcoin block. So I think, one chance in 38 million versus one chance in 14,000. It sounds a lot better. The Bitcoin blocks are run every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes you got another try. And once you've bought it, you don't have any further costs apart from minimal power costs. These things use hardly any power, just 17 watts. And you get an entry basically for next 5, 6, 7 years, however long you leave it running. So these Bitcoin lottery miners look quite good. The first ever ASIC I bought was an Antminer S19j Pro 100 terahash, and quite a while ago it had a ASIC board fail. There's three of them in the ASIC, and so one of the hash boards failed, and because of its age, it wasn't worthwhile getting repaired. But the other day I noticed its performance had dropped quite a bit, and when I came and checked, dreaded, a second hashboard had failed. So now there's only two hashboards running in this ASIC. So being down to just 24 terahash a second, it almost doesn't seem worthwhile running. And then I was thinking back, well, I could use this for solo mining. I guess it is a little bit big at 24 terahash to use for solo mining. And then I remembered the NiceHash firmware lets you do split your terahash amongst different pools. So I've set up two pools. This one mines to NiceHash, and then my second pool, it mines to a solo pool. So effectively half of that 23 terahash, bit over 11 terahash is now being used for solo mining. Quite a while ago, I set up my own solo pool. I just use it from time to time for a little bit of gambling, but I don't use it that much. But now I've set it up so when it's doing that 50% of its time for solo mining, it's going to my own local pool. And for whatever reason that's failed, it's going to go and mine on Solo CK Pool, a very famous solo Bitcoin mining pool. So now it seems I'm going to be solo mining and having a go at solving a block and earning that 3.125 Bitcoin reward. At the current value, it's about 240,000 US, 260,000 US, but you don't mine the Bitcoin for the value now, you mine the value for what it'll be in the future. And hopefully Bitcoin might end up being $1 million or maybe even $10 million over the next 20 years. So hopefully you found that interesting and maybe that piqued your interest in solo mining Bitcoin as well.